Hey, what's up guys, it's Kazooie here, and welcome to another FIFA 15 squad builder on my channel. Today, I've got another hybrid skill squad for you guys, which actually features two players from this week's Team of the Week. So, yeah, we start off in goal, which is a German goalkeeper, plays for FC Barcelona, that is Ter Stegen. A very solid goalkeeper in my opinion. I know goalkeepers aren't really the best, but he did a good job for me. He has some decent stats, I guess, as well, 6'2" as well, which is nice. Then the first centre-back is an upgraded gold with 4-star skill moves, as obviously Emre Can plays for Liverpool, and I actually wanted to try out this guy for quite a while now, especially since he's the only centre-back in the game with 4-star skill moves, so that is sort of the main reason. Obviously he isn't really the greatest centre-back, only has 69 defending, which isn't the best, but yeah, he's quite fun to play with actually, especially when you come up against an opponent who is not really the best, because those guys usually give you a lot of space, and when you have a lot of space, you're pretty much free to do, and that is what I kind of did from time to time with Emre Can. Tried to go in a skill run, but usually I came up against amazing teams with the likes of Ibrahimovic, Aguero, and also a couple legends, mainly because of the fact I play against a lot of people who bronze bench, which is a shame. I didn't really get the most out of him. You can see from his stats, 0 goals, 0 assists, so yeah, that is a bit of a shame, but I might try him out soon as well. Then we move on to the other centre-back, who's a player from this week's Team of the Week, that is second in form, Mats Hummels, and I think it's fair to say that he is probably one of my favorite centre-backs in the game. He was seriously everywhere on the pitch. He won so many headers. His tackles are absolutely amazing as well. That's 93 defending, which is obviously not a lie. 85 physical, 80 passing as well. His pace isn't really the highest, but it feels higher in game for some reason. That is what I noticed as well. His high attacking work rates is maybe something you guys won't really like, but to be fair, I did not really notice it that much in game. But when he was up, he always had a great pass. He also has 80 passing, as I said before, so yeah, he did a very good job for me, and as I said, I absolutely love him. Probably one of my favorite centre-backs in this year's Ultimate Team. Then the right back is João Pereira there from Hannover, who's actually a transferred version, came from Valencia, I believe, and he was actually very good for me. He's a cheaper alternative to Piszczek, so if you like to build a Bundesliga team or something, and you don't want to spend a lot of coins on the right back, I would suggest to go with João Pereira, because he's very good in game. Then the left back is probably a player I hate so much when I come up against. That is Moreno. He's seriously so fast in game. It's ridiculous. He has 87 pace, but it feels like way up in the 90s. That's what I always notice when I play against him. And he was actually very good for me. I can understand why people use him. So yeah, he's definitely a very good player. Probably one of the better left backs in the game. He does have high attacking, high defensive work rates, but if you're not really a big fan of that, you can always adjust that with the instructions. Then we move on to the first centre mid, who is Thiago from FC Bayern with 4-star skill moves. A player I actually never used, so this was also the first time I used him, and he's very fun to play with as well. Unfortunately, I could not score a goal with him or get an assist. I tried to go in a few skill runs with him, but I just couldn't find the target, which was quite annoying. His dribbling is something you do notice in game, same for his passing. If you like to have a player that is more of a defensive kind of player, because Thiago only has 57 defending, which obviously is not really the best, you can also go with Xabi Alonso, also plays for Bayern and has better defending as well. Then we move on to the cam, the first 5-star skiller in this team, that is Maxime. An underused 5-star skiller, I guess. I haven't seen a lot of people use him, and I actually haven't used this guy that much as well, so that is the reason why I went with him. Very fun player. He actually reminds me of Taarabt. Not really the greatest pace, but he has very good shooting. Also, his weak foot is really good. I remember, I think in FIFA 13 and FIFA 14, when he had 4-star skill was and 5-star weak foot, he was also very fun to play with. I did use him a couple times before as well in a Bundesliga team, but I couldn't really get that much out of him, mainly because of the position I played him in, which was actually a centre mid in the false 9 formation, which is not really a attacking position. But in this team, he was very good for me. He scored 6 goals in I think 12 games with the squad, which I guess is not too bad. I also had 4 assists with him, I do believe. So yeah, he was definitely a player I noticed in game, and I actually got a hat-trick with him straight away in the first game when I played with his team. So yeah, that is also the reason why I liked him that much. His weak foot is pretty decent. I think I got a few goals with his weak foot as well, even though it's 4-star this year, not 5-star. It's still very good in my opinion. Then we move on to the other centre mid, which is actually his teammate, that is Seredier, the inform from the Africa Cup of Nations, who's actually his transferred version, because he also has a version who plays for FC Basel in the Swiss league, I do believe. But yeah, his inform is seriously insane in game. it's so good. 82 pace, 73 dribbling, 72 defending, 87 physical, and also 70 passing, which is not too bad. But yeah, this guy, he definitely reminds me of Ramirez, and I guess, in my opinion anyway, he's a silver Ramirez. There's also a guy in the Mexican league who's also very similar, but yeah, Serradier, he is pretty much like Ramirez, but then a little bit stronger with 87 physical, which is awesome. Then the right winger, that is actually a 5-star skiller we have used before in a previous squad builder, but we use this upgraded version, and I decided to go with this normal version, I guess. That is, of course, Nani, his right mid or right winger version. And to be honest, I did not really notice a big difference compared to the upgraded version, but yeah, he's a left winger, so I still prefer, I guess, his other version, because now you can actually link them up with Ronaldo, just like I did in the previous squad builder. But yeah, take a look at that for a goal by Nani, by the way. His shooting is awesome, especially for a winger. I think this version has like 78 shooting and is upgraded as like 79, so the difference between those is not really that much. But yeah, I figured I would go for a long shot, and when I tried it went in straight away, so that is really nice. But yeah, overall, Nani is an awesome player. I usually would go with Charisma, but since I never really got around trying Nani pretty much, I figured I would put him in this squad, and I absolutely loved him pretty much. Then we move on to the striker, who's actually a bronze player. That is Hadi Sakho, and I've used this guy before in a bronze French team, which was a bit of a skill team as well. Obviously, his 4-star skin was 90 pace, and I think he's probably the most common bronze player this year in Ultimate Team, maybe apart from Win. But yeah, I think he's a player that everyone knows about, and I actually didn't really play with him that much. I think I only played 6 games before with him and got 2 goals, so my experience with him at the start wasn't really the greatest, but in this team he was actually very good. Scored like 8 goals for me in 12 games, which is not too bad, I guess, especially for a bronze player, because that is something you have to consider as well. He is not a silver or a gold, he's only a 64 rated, so for a bronze player with 4-star skin moves, he was very decent for me. Then we move on to the final player in this squad, that is sort of the main man in this team, I guess. That is informed Frank Ribery from this week's Team of the Week, and I was so excited when he came out, because I think he's one of my favorite wingers in the game, because I've used his normal card so much. Packed him as well. This guy I actually got from EA, so if you're wondering why it says first owner, that is why. But yeah, his informed version is absolutely awesome. The difference I've noticed so far with his regular version and this version is that his shooting is ridiculously good. Like, the skill runs from kickoff, I've done a few. You will see another one in a little bit. But yeah, like whenever you shoot with him, it always goes on target. I hit the post a couple times as well. I'm not going to put every single clip in, because then this video will be way too long. But this was the clip I was on about. Just a really nice kill with the B2 defenders there. A nice fake drag back. Some step overs. Then he just took the shot there from quite some distance and just went into the top corner like it's nothing. And that is the main difference, I feel anyway, with his inform compared to his normal cards. So if you decide to upgrade to this version, I know he's very expensive. I think he goes for above $1 million or maybe even more. You will definitely feel a difference. So yeah, if you have the coins, definitely try him out. That is my suggestion anyway. But if you don't have the coins, definitely go with his normal version, because I feel anyway he's probably one of my favorite wingers this year in Ultimate Team. When it comes to 5-star skillers. So yeah guys, that is pretty much the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then make sure to leave a like, would be very much appreciated. And if you can hit 2,000 likes, that would be absolutely awesome. As always, there will be a link in the description down below to this squad, so you can check it out yourselves. But anyway, that's going to be the end. I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.